So good morning, sir. For the activity for week 13, so I'll discuss the actions to be taken during collisions. So the first things first, we need to inform the master and also the engine room. So basically, this is the first thing to do if we have a collision on the other ship. So we need to make sure to inform the master if he is not on the bridge, and also we need to inform the engine room in order for them to stop the engine. So the first step to be taken during collision is to stop immediately the ship's engine. So the officer on watch should not hesitate to call the master even if he has the slightest doubt about any given situation. So the second one is to immediately send the distress signal. So we need to send the designated distress signal through VHF or MFHF or any other available means, depending on the sea area and time limit you have. The third one, basically we need to record the important data. We need to record the time of the ship collision, name, and IMO number of the vessel you collided with. So we need to not wasting time in arguing with other vessel. Leave VHF channel 16 unoccupied, through which you can get necessary information regarding assistance and help if the situation demands. So we also need to use any other VHF channel for inter-ship communication. If possible, we need to take a photograph of the collision from a secure location. So the fourth one, technically we need to sound the alarms. So sound the general emergency alarm. The general alarm signal is sounded as precaution. So take note, it should not be mistaken as a signal for abandoning the ship. Take attendance. If anybody is missing, report the same to the master. Inform the officer responsible on the master station about the situation. So make arrangement to search and find the missing person. The fifth one is assess the damage. So basically we need to send an officer responsible to the area where the vessels have taken the impact. The sixth one is take the soundings. Send crew to take sounding of all ballast tanks, freshwater tanks, and wing tanks. Give instruction to the engine room to take sounding of all tanks in the engine room. All tank soundings are to be taken and recorded because the tanks far away from the impact can experience damage or crack due to the shock created by the collision. So that's the sixth one. So the next one is the take immediate action in case of damage. If any tanks appear to have suffered damage or ingress of water is inconform, make necessary arrangement to pump out the water. So that's the next step you need to take. And also check for oil spill. If any of the fuel tanks or oil tank is damaged, and if there is imminent danger of the oil spill, we need to check for any oil spill in the ship. That's very important. The next one is reach the nearest port if possible. So if we are in the middle of the sea, we can't do that. So if we are near the port, we need the master to, the master should consider the effects of shear force, bending movements, free surface effect when transferring liquids, and blasting or deblasting on the hull. If the owned ship to be afloat without danger and engines are ready to maneuver, set course for the nearest port for repair. So the last one to be the last action to be taken during collision is to prepare a survival craft for immediate launching if the situation demands. So if the crew or the officers are in danger, we need to prepare this survival craft if in case we need to abandon the ship. So that's all for the actions to be taken during collision. Thank you, sir.